Hi guys, and welcome to another War-Torn Studios video. In this video I want to take a look at this MDF building. I'm not going to go for a build kind of tutorial because I think we've all done MDF buildings by now, but I picked this particular building because it really is quite plain and boring, and I want to test out my new range of rollers and stamps. I've got some cracking textures going on here. These are the early prototypes of the rollers and stamps themselves, but I want to see if I can start applying some of these to an MDF building to really pimp it up. So my plan, whether it works out or not is always a different story in this place, is tiles across the roof. I'm kind of liking this latting, but I'm gonna replace the wooden latting with like a concrete latted effect. Probably go for a kind of bust up smashed plaster feel on those, just because I like the whole battered by a wall look. So thankfully, unlike a lot of Mantic products, this does come with some form of build instructions, so I'm going to set about those, get this thing built up and start looking at the textures and how I'm going to apply them. Simple enough. I've got some Super Sculpey here just because I can throw it in the oven and bake it. It's really quick to get me that finished effect, but there's nothing stopping you using air dry clay, or a nice firm cold porcelain would do exactly the same. It would just take longer in its drying time. Obviously if you're making the cold porcelain it would be infinitely cheaper. So let's see what we can do with what is, to be fair, quite a lackluster and boring looking building. Let's see if we can't pimp it up a little bit. Okay, so I've textured the roof and I've just chucked it in the oven to harden up, and I've done it off camera because I wanted to play with the textures, play with the clay, make sure this was all going to work out well. It's looking hopeful so far. So to recap, I've got my polymer clay, rolled it out nice and thin. I take a roof roller. This isn't the texture I've used, but it'll serve for demonstration purposes. Roll out a texture, and as you can see, that's kind of cool. I've got a little bubble here where I've got a bit of messing on my mat, which is unfortunate, but that is basically all that's going on. Cool. So I've got the roof done. There's a couple of spots there where I stuck my thumb on it, which was a bit stupid, one down there, but other than that, all in all, that looks pretty cool. I'm happy with the look of that, to be fair. I've got the little concrete panels on each gable end, which again I'm liking the look of. Thrown it all in the oven, baked it off. I've then put the ridge tile on, which is basically just a sausage with some lines cut through. Dead simple, dead effective. As you can see, I've built the rest of the building. I'm going to use a roller, which gives me a rendered concrete finish, and then it's got some bits where that concrete's all smashed in and it shows you the brick line. It's going to be a simple texture job, but I think it'll make the world of difference. Right, cool, we're out the oven. The ridge tiles have set off reasonably well, quite happy with those. The building itself, can we see?
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden throne, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. 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 You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now. Cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out.
So I thought I'd give you like a right nice close-up of the detail and the textures that's come out. Now bear in mind this is a prototype roller, so there's a little more refining to be done, but I'd say all in all it's almost there. There are a couple of cracks on this. Both of these happened when I dropped the model, so they're absolutely 100% my fault. A nice little sort of terracotta tile effect there. I've not done the inside yet, but yeah, there's no reason why I totally couldn't. But yeah, just thought I'd give you all a look at the finished thing, and let you see the rollers in action.